Hello, you stunningly beautiful people. My name is Katja Kassin, and I'm gonna show you my vagina. Or something like that. Hello, it's me. Please don't ask me why I'm here right now, or why I'm recording this. And I'm clearly not drunk or anything, because I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I don't support drunkacy, drunkenness, intoxication with alcohol. I don't know what I want to say in any way. And I have no fucking idea who Katja Kassin is. Wait, I think I know who Katja Kassin is. If I remember correctly, Katja Kassin, I'm not even sure if she's like German. But I think Katja Kassin was das Busenwunder. I remember some porn movies or something like that where Katja Kassin played and she liked anal. And she had like the biggest fucking tits that I've seen in my life. Kinda like with Lolo Ferrari or something like that. Yeah, I have coffee here. And I want to talk about something. First of all, I think we finally have a good microphone quality again. At least that's what I hope. If not, yeah, who the fuck gives a fuck? This is a different microphone again. This is the microphone that I used before. And yeah, it's not that piece of shit webcam microphone. Was that even a webcam microphone? No, it was... Yeah, I think you call something like that webcam microphone, don't you? No, you call a webcam microphone a microphone that's on a webcam. Who the fuck cares? The sound quality is hopefully a little bit better again, and I'm sitting here right now recording a video that I will probably upload to YouTube or not. Please don't ask me, like, I'm lonely and I think I have to talk and yada yada, and you know, talking with the worlds all the time is not the most fun thing to do because the worlds are not talking back. Well, you're not talking back to, you know what I mean. I want to make one thing perfectly clear. We have like first world problems alert or something like that with this video. I want to make it clear. And once again, I'm not drunk. I'm drinking coffee right now. And that's not really real coffee. It's like this shitty... It's probably Penny. Did I buy that at Penny? Like that coffee that tastes more like chocolate? I mean... Real coffee drinkers, if they would know what I'm drinking here, they would probably fucking shit on me and say that's not even real coffee or something like that. But who the fuck gives a fuck about this? Give me a second. Disgusting. Like seriously, it's not good. I don't know if it's not good or something like that. But yeah, I warned you already that we have a little bit of like a first world problem thing going on here right now. Before I start with the first world problem thing, the date that I'm recording this right now is the 19th January 2002. No, that doesn't make sense. No, the date that I'm recording this right now is the 19th January of 2017. And if my memory serves me right, in 6 days I will have my internet. So it's kind of fucking retarded recording that video right now. I don't even know when I'm uploading it. I will probably visit my sisters tomorrow or maybe today. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I could have just waited until I went online again, because let's be honest here. Like, you know me, that I care for my content. Like, my content is like, I don't know, my ballsack, you know? I care for my content on the internet as much as I care for my ballsack. What means I don't care for it at all, so you can kinda guess what the state of my ballsack is right now. And let's be honest, making these YouTube videos is so hard work. You have to cut them. You have to enhance them when it comes to audio. You need to fucking use Sony Vegas or whatever to add wait, I'm not doing all that shit, so forgot what I said in the last fucking 2 minutes. But yeah, apparently I'm gonna have my internet on the 26th again, once again. No, it's the 25th. I don't even know when the Telecom dude is coming. That was Wednesday. Wednesday between 8 and 10. I mean, I need to know it because I'm going to work later. God fucking damn it, I didn't type it down. I think I need to call work and ask when I said that I'm coming later, because I don't know it anymore. Well, I don't need to call work. I'm so fucked. I apologize. Sometime in the next days I will get my internet, okay? I want to make that clear. So, good, we have that out of this. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about first world problems, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna start with it by just fucking, I'm gonna say a sentence, and this is pretty much the hang up. No, you don't say it in English. The thing that it's all about. And like I said it's fucking first world problems. It is terrible first world problems, I want to make that clear. And you kind of see it in the background already with that nice little list that I'm having right here. But yeah, first world problems, ladies and gentlemen. And the topic of this video right now, it's nice that after 6 minutes I finally come to the thing that I wanted to talk about. But yeah, the topic of this video right now, first world problems, extra galore, mega, super, mega awesome shit, is I hate video games. I think I hate video games. No, I don't hate video games. But yeah, this is pretty much the topic. We're gonna go, or I'm gonna go, this is, I'm not doing this for entertainment purposes, okay? This is not for your entertainment. I want to make that clear. This is you kind of have to think right now. I'm sitting at a psychologist. I think that's the fucking word, if you have some brain problems, if you have some mental problems or whatever, you go to a dude and you talk with him, He mostly never helps you because these dudes do nothing besides just sitting there and then making jokes when they fucking get drunk the day after or something like that. But this is like a psychologist session here right now. I'm sitting at a psychologist in a comfy fucking sofa chair or whatever, and I'm just talking about the problem that I have right now. And once again, it's a first world problem named I think I hate video games. And there we come to the point, I don't think I hate video games, but I noticed something. So that I moved, sometimes in life you have to move. There are different reasons why you have to move. One of the reasons is, I don't know, you killed someone and you try to run away from the responsibility. The other reason is you get fucking kicked out of your fucking apartment after 28 years and you never really did something. Or another reason is why you move is, I don't know, you just want to visit the moon or something like that. But there is a point in our lives where I think I would go so far and I would say there's a point in our lives where at least a human being has to move at least once. There's probably some people that maybe never moved if they fucking, I don't know, if they got, how is it called? If someone dies and you get the thing, like a house or something like that. There's probably some occasions where people don't have to move because they just live or continue living in the house from the parents or whatever because they gain it after killing them. No, not after killing them. But yeah, and obviously when you move, you kind of oh yeah, fresh start and everything is great. I mean, many people like myself want to kill themselves. No, I don't want to kill myself. I want to make that clear. That's the reason I have my friend Jack with me. And no, again, I'm not drinking Jack, I'm drinking coffee. But yeah, obviously this is always a part. Okay. I'm totally honest to you guys, my room when I was living in the old thing was a total mess, and I didn't really care about, sorting things and whatever, but obviously you move somewhere, you hope that the fucking place that you live in is not getting burned down by the 7 other people that live in the same place with you, in the same place, not in the same apartment. But where I'm living right now, there's practically, how many people are actually there? I think there's 8 apartments. I don't even know how many apartments there are in this house. It's 4 stories, I think it's called, with 2 apartments. 4 multiplied 2 is 8, is it? We have 2 apartments. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, it's 8. So yeah. By the way, this is another thing. I'm playing half a role right now. I want to sound like an airhead. I think that's the word. I heard that that the concept of being an airhead is cute these days. So I'm being an airhead here right now, okay? I want to make that clear. Thank you very much. But yeah, you move, and you go to your new place, and like it's like in school. Do you know the thing in school? You go to school, or you don't go to school anymore. And I mean, back in the day, probably these days, no one is using paper anymore at school. Like probably at schools these days, it's like, everyone has their fucking iPad. If you don't have an iPad, you get bullied to shit out or something like that. And instead of using, I don't know, a piece of paper or God, how are these things called? Like the thing where as a child in school you typed all the shit in. A study book. Instead of using a study book now, all are using tablets and shit like that. No, they're probably still using this shit. But back in school it was like that. Oh, you start a new one. You start a new one. Like in Germany, or how I did it, and I guess it was mostly did like that. Like for every lesson, for every different lesson, like math, like German, like English, you used a different book thing. And these things normally had like around 24 pages, I think, I don't know. But obviously, always when you started a fresh one, the first page was like the most beautiful handwriting that you were able to do. I don't know how many of you remember that, from school, but like you started, first page. Oh, everything looks nice. And after you were done with the first page, you gave a fuck and you just typed or wrote everything down as fast as possible because you didn't care anymore. And you obviously have the same thing if you move. You want to be your place. Your place, at least until it burns down, has to be clean and sorted, and everything needs to look great. And obviously me, as a big-ass video games fan, but once again, the hook of this fucking video is I hate video games, but I think deep down inside I still like video games. For me, as a big video games fan, I want to bring some sorts. I want to sort my video games properly again. I haven't sorted them properly in ages, and I have a ton of video games lying around. And this time around, I was like, you know what? I'm not only gonna sort them. I'm actually gonna use a wonderful software and put everything how I want to have it. All video games that I have, it doesn't matter if it's now retail, it doesn't matter if it's like download, it doesn't matter if it's illegal download, I want to fucking sort, and I kind of want to see the dimensions of video games. Like, all of you should do that. Like, even if you only have, with Steam you have everything in the list anyway, but if you have video games, and if you have a bunch of video games, sort everything and get a software. It doesn't matter if it's a paid software, if it's a pirated software, or if it's a free software, to sort this shit. Just sort it and see the dimensions of what you actually have. And now we're gonna actually come to the point of this fucking thing after 13 minutes. I have my wonderful software here now in the background. It's a wonderful software. I'm not gonna call the name of the software, but it's a wonderful software. And I'm not done in a long shot, or however you call it. I'm not done. I just noticed that it actually even shows the prices. How the fuck does it show the prices? I have no fucking idea. This is the wonderful software that I'm using here right now. And if you look down here, 1001 games. And I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I'm not even halfway done with putting all these games into the software. And what I'm pretty much trying to is to clean up. And let's just start, once again, I'm not really done. I set different categories. Here you see it, for example, GOG download, Steam download, backup. Backup pretty much means is I made a backup personally, or I got it backup from my friend the internet. But at the same time, if a game is listed as backup, that doesn't mean that I have not I don't have it, how is it called, retail or officially bought. It was just easier for me to go through my backups first. And then, here, let me actually, there is probably, I added a format in that I call, where is it? There's owned, and there is owned/backup. There, owned/backup. So as you can see, the craziness starts here already. So I'm sorting my games right now. I have different categories. I obviously have the legit owned categories, what means retail games, Steam downloads, GOG.com downloads, Origin.dig downloads, and shit like that. I have the category that is backup, what means this is just a backup. In short, it is illegally downloaded. But then there is the other category that I barely worked on so far. Like I said, it's the owned/backup. There's owned/backup. Where is it? I don't know where owned/backup is. But you know where this is going. And right now, most of my games that I have sorted are Steam and digital downloads, because it's just way easier to put them into this goddamn list. And now let's go to the PC section, what has 573 games. And this is kind of where my first world problem shit is gonna start. What are games, ladies and gentlemen? Like, I'm asking myself that. I'm not asking you that, because but why? I have 573 listed games here right now in the PC section. As you can see, I think they're all Steam downloads and GOG downloads. I didn't even start adding my backups to the list. So here, GOG download, and yeah, I think I didn't even add retail games that I have and or backups that I have. I mean, a lot of retail games that I still have at home, like from the end of 90s, early 2000s, I have here because, hey, it was like $1 on a Steam sale, and I just bought it or got it gifted when I got a lot of games gifted. And I'm just looking alone here through this PC fucking archive of games that I have. Like, again, this is not done. These are 573 games alone in the PC section, and once again, it's not done. I didn't add everything so far. Like I'm doing this since a few days now, probably since a week or even longer. And I'm noticing the sheer insanity of shit that I have, and I ask myself, why? Let's go through a few games here. Why do I have Alien Breed Impact? What is Alien Breed Impact? It looks like a piece of shit game, but I have it for some reason. I probably got it gifted. It was in a shitty Humble Bundle. Why do I have... Let's just go. Here, look at this. Why do I have Bad Rats? Yeah, it was probably in a shitty Humble Bundle at one point. I didn't even know that I have Batman Arkham Knight. Why the hell do I have Batman Arkham Knight? I'm 100% sure I didn't buy Batman Arkham Knight because it was a piece of shit. A piece of shit port on PC, and I'm sure I didn't buy a Humble Bundle or whatever. Why the fuck do I own Arkham Knight? I seriously don't know. I don't know why I own Batman Arkham Knight. I just don't know it. Maybe there was something that... Did they have something like, hey, you owned Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and because Arkham Knight was... No, I think they didn't give it for you. I have no fucking idea. What I want to say with that, now here with the PC section, and it's mainly the PC section that I think is extremely... I mean, why the fuck do I own this? What is this? Cats 2? Yeah, someone probably gifted to me that. Like, I can say for certain that out of these 573 games that I've played here right now, that I have in this fucking section right now, with luck, I played 73 of them. I don't know where these games are coming from. Here Commandos, for example, Man of Courage, I have retail versions, so if I add my retail versions to the list, I will probably put a format in here that is called Steam Download /retail or whatever. I have no fucking idea. But you can you can see it here right now, that alone when it comes to the PC area, this is like a never-ending nightmare. Like, why? Horses 2, what the fuck? Doesn't have an image because, bro, I mean, I am Brett. I think I got it gifted and never play it. I mean, Inside. Inside is a great game. It's actually a game that I played. Like, why the fuck do I have all of this? And this is like the thing that I want to talk about. It's too easy and too cheap to get video games these days. I don't fucking give a fuck if anyone is calling me insane right now. But you know, you have the people that are actually saying, oh, video games are too expensive. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you go to a fucking Humble Bundle, you know, and you buy 20 video games for like $1 or something like that. And then your library, your digital Steam library, is getting shit filled with, what is this? I don't know what this is. Why do I have this? Lily, Child of Chaos. I don't even know what this is. Oh, The Longest Journey, actually a really good game. But yeah, like, you know where I want to go. Oh, Malus Code. Unfortunately, no image. But you know where I want to go with this. Like, this is like, in the end, I think I just want to bash digital. In the end, I think I just want to bash digital, because digital games, like, from not only a game collecting standpoint, like, there are different ways how to collect games. You know, you have the people that are really gamers, you know, like me, that want to own games because they love their games. You know what I mean? And there are game collectors that just buy games in types of rarity. They don't give a fuck about the game. Like, they would fucking buy the most terrible game for $5,000, even if it's the worst game ever created. Like, it's just the rarity that they're after. And there's obviously people that don't give a fucking rat's ass. They don't give a fucking rat's ass if they have like 750 Steam games and only touch 20 of them, you know? Like, there are different kinds of people. And I'm one of these people. If I have a game collection, I want to have this game collection not for the sake of just having a lot of games. Not for the sake of just having a lot of games. Like, if I keep a game, I want it to be something that it's worth keeping. You know what I mean? And always remember me. Oh god, I remember that shit. I mean, why the hell do I have this? I mean, I got this, I think, for the stream. Oh, I got it gifted. I don't even know anymore. And I would go so far right now. And alone in this section of games that I listed right now that I have for PC, and once again, this is not everything. There's probably like 500 games missing so far. How many of these games are actually worth keeping? Once again, with a digital library, it kinda does not matter, because it's a fucking digital library. You don't own them anyway. There is no fucking attachment to these games. So let's actually go to the PlayStation 4 section. In the PlayStation 4... no, excuse me. And the PlayStation 4 section kinda scared me about how we get games, how easy for us it is to receive games. Let me just say it like that. I'm not the richest person in the world, okay? And I would say, what the fuck is this website blocked? Why the fuck did my BitTorrent client get blocked right now? I didn't even know that you saw that. But yeah, thank you very much to the wonderful thing here right now. How the fuck does that even work? What the fuck is going on? I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I need to make you blind for a second. That doesn't even make sense. I mean, this is a shitty YouTube video. This is a shitty YouTube video. And it's still unprofessional. How did... Can anyone please explain me how my BitTorrent client got blocked without an active internet connection right now? I'm not really understanding this. By the way, I still have not reformatted, or however you call it, this PC. There is probably still fucking 750 pieces of malware on it, so I probably should watch out. I was too lazy, but don't worry until I start streaming from my new place. I will have that all fixed. I have no idea why the BitTorrent client probably wanted to access the internet, but because that doesn't. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? If someone wants to hack me right now, be my guest and hack me, because there is nothing to hack now anyway. So, where was I? I want to go back to the PlayStation thing. Like the PlayStation 4 thing really kind of shocked me in a way. Once again, you have people always saying games are too expensive, games are not worth their money, blah 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 blah. And once again, I'm not the richest person by far. Granted, I get a lot of donations, but I'm not, going crazy and spend all that money on games that I don't want to have and stuff like that. But you know that I have the PlayStation 4 now. I have the PlayStation 4 since, don't let me lie, is it August? I think it was end of July, beginning of August. So let's say I have the PlayStation 4 since not even half a year. And I started adding games to that list, and it says 64 games. What the fuck is going on? I have this console since not even half a year. And I have 64 games for it? What is going on? What the fuck is... You know what I mean? Like, I'm asking myself, where are all these games coming from? And the cool thing is, because of the system, how I'm actually sorting them is... Here, this is the solution. Here, these are the games that I own. Yeah, Ratchet & Clank, for example, Tomb Raider, the definitive edition that I got for like $10, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, Darksiders 2, and stuff like that, Bloodborne, obviously, you know these games, I own these games. So, and here we come to the PlayStation Network thing. And now look at the fucking games that I own retail, like that I have physically at home, and now let's go to the PlayStation Network thing. What the fuck? And the other thing is, I didn't buy all these PlayStation Network games, for example. Here, Fury, free with PlayStation Plus. Saints Row, free with PlayStation Plus. Until Dawn, I got for like $5. Tricky Towers, PlayStation Plus. Rebel Galaxy, PlayStation Plus. Wolfenstein The Old Blood and New Order, I got on a sale for like $5. Badland, PlayStation Plus. Another $5 game here. But you know what I mean? Like, these are practically the games that I bought physically that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 games I own. So what means out of these 64 games, 16 games I bought where I was like, okay, I'm going into a store, I buy them physically over the internet. Versus so much shit that I will probably never play. To be fair, most of these games are PlayStation Plus games. Why the fuck do I have Mighty Number 9 on PlayStation Network? And once again, with digital gaming, I ask myself, even on a console that I have less than half a year, why do I have this game? You know what I mean? Here, everyone gone to the Rapture was PlayStation Plus. I'm actually thinking here right now if I put here a different thing. Like games that I don't really own, I'm gonna put PlayStation Network /Plus probably. And here, this is PlayStation Plus. We have 2 PlayStation Plus games. 4, 5... Was the Bunker PlayStation Plus? No, Kawaii Baka actually gifted me Bunker. 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why the fuck do I have Emily Wants to Play on PlayStation? I'm not gonna even ask. But you see what I mean? Like of the massive game collection that I have, and once again, there is like half of my game collection is missing. There is no Super Nintendo here. There is no NES. There is no N64. I'm not done by a long shot so far. And this really makes me realize, like, on how many games, like, everyone should do it yourself. I mean, I don't know how many people are watching me that actually bought games, you know, real games. I don't talk about digital bullshit all the time. Like, even if you only have a digital library, just go through the digital library and look what you actually have. I can say of all these retail, you go into the store or you buy them boxed games, I bought because I wanted them. Ratchet and Clank I got really cheap, still have not played that the game, but I clearly wanted to have that. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, let's be honest, I probably have it on PC. No, I don't have it on PC, I'm not sure. I could actually check right now if I have Tomb Raider Definitive on PC. Or Tomb Raider 2013, I'm not sure right now. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, I don't have Tomb Raider 2013 on Steam. I probably have it as a backup, aka illegal download, but I didn't add it so far to the list. Wait, what did I do? I got rid of something. I need to go back to all. There we go. But yeah, like Tomb Raider Definitive was like $10 or something like that. And yeah, I really like Tomb Raider 2013. Then Digimon Cyber Sleuth on PS4 and on Vita. Yeah, I didn't even add my Vita games so far. Pretty okay game. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition. Like, I think I have Darksiders on Steam already. This is what I mean. Like I kind of want to get a sorting in that maybe I'm not buying games double. Here I have Darksiders 2, and for some reason, I don't have the Definitive Edition on Steam. Wait, why the fuck do I have the War Mastered Edition? Don't fucking ask me. But yeah, you know, like these physical games, like there is something here, Bloodborne, like, you know, Bloodborne, like. Where I actually want to go with this is, like, in fact, the fact is, I think I want to eradicate my gaming collection. At one point, when I'm done with this, and I will probably do another video like this, and then you will see have me added 5,000 games or something like that, I want to get rid of that shit. I want to get rid of shit that I don't care for. I mean, Bloodborne is obviously something, you know. I think I actually paid full price for that. It's the Game of the Year edition that I have. I obviously have to change that at one point here. But it's the Game of the Year edition that I have here, and every single penny was worth it. Same with Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. The thing with Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is I got a PS4 Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, while I have it for PlayStation 3 already, and for PC. I think for PC I have it too. Yeah, Valkyria Chronicles. You know, I mean, like I said this is a lot of first world problems right now. Oh, I'm crying because I have games 5 times. But you know where I want to go with this here. Like, I got a Definitive Edition for Dishonored because it was fucking piss cheap. Like, people are fucking crying that games are too expensive. Like, Dishonored Definitive Edition was like $15 or something like that. Here, obviously, Doom. You know, I can say to all these games, and once again, I'm not done with everything here. But once again, like, cataloging these games like that makes me realize what the fuck is going on. Like, especially when it comes with digital games. Let's actually go to PlayStation 3. I'm pretty sure that I barely bought anything digital on PlayStation 3 in the last weeks, months, years. I'm not sure. I have 92 PlayStation 3 games listed already. Okay, here we have a few backups. What means, I mean, most of them I think I own, but there could be 1 or 2 PlayStation 3 games that I pirated. But don't tell that to anyone, okay? It's a secret for everybody. Yeah, but here, for example, Eternal Sonata, I own Eternal Sonata as a physical disc, what means I have to change the thing here from backup to owned/backup. For some reason, I have owned things here. Like, the thing is, I want to do this as accurate as possible. And I see it coming that I still have so much here. What the fuck? Where are all these PlayStation Network games coming from? Castlevania, Lost of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. Yeah? Why the fuck do I have Guacamelee? I mean, I played it on PC. I'm not gonna ask. Ach yeah, Okami HD I actually got for like $2 or something like that. But yeah. Yeah, so far 92 PlayStation 2 games are listed. Once again, some of them are pirated only, but most of them are actually owned/backup. I have to change the category here. Wait, I think I actually made a category here. I just go to Edit Game, and then I can go here to... Where do I have it? Here, owned/backup. But I obviously have to do this by hand. And I'm not doing it right now. But I can say for certain, I own this game physically. Like, I own most of the Atelier games. I think one of them are actually listed as... I have the collection, for example. Where's the Atelier collection? I'm not sure where the Atelier collection is. It's somewhere. But yeah, here obviously Yakuza 3 owned/backup normally, because I have it as a backup too. Yakuza 4 is owned/backup. Yakuza Dead Souls is owned/backup. Wait, where's Yakuza 5? Ah, wait, I saw that. And Yakuza 5 here, for example, is only PlayStation Network, but once again PlayStation Plus. So this should be Yakuza 5 PlayStation Network/Plus. Because I'm not owning this right now. Because I don't count PlayStation 3 or PlayStation Plus games. It's something that I own. But yeah, once again, there is a ton of games missing here. Like, I have not added a bunch of things. I mean, all the God of War things are in, only listed under backup. I have them all. Once again, like, there is still a lot of work to do here. Here, for example, I have here Tales of Xillia 1 and 2 listed as backup, but under owned, I have the Tales of Xillia 1 and 2 compilation. You see, there is still a lot of work that I have to do here to get actually some chaos out of this. But again, it makes you realize, Jesus fucking Christ, like, these games, you know. Plus, I started doing now. And I only started with that. I started doing now franchises that I care for. Like, I really want to eradicate. No, I don't want to eradicate, but I think like, the thing is, what do I want with... Does anyone want to have my Steam account? What do I want to have with a game like... Here, let's just look. What is this? A Reckless Disregard of Gravity. It's probably not a bad game. I have no fucking idea. What do I want with this? Or what do I want with Bad Rats? I mean, this is all shit that I don't care for. Like, seriously. I mean... And he burns, Zombie Burn. Like, this is all shit that you got, like, on a Humble Bundle or whatever, you know? What the fuck is Chroma Gun? I have no idea. First world problems, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously on the Steam library, like, I don't really want to count the Steam library as something that I want to fucking make smaller, because it's fucking Steam games. No one gives a fuck. They have no worth, and no one, like, seriously. With the whole digitalization, however you want to call that, of video games, we lose, or I'm pretty sure, the concept of that something is worth something. Like, the current generation doesn't know that feeling anymore, you know? When back in the day, or even still today, you go to a store and you buy a game. You buy a game, you actually get your ass up, you know? You don't fucking sit at home all the time And I mean, if you sit at home all the time, it's your fucking deal. But you go to the store or you fucking get it shipped from Amazon, who the fuck cares, You open that game, it's worth something, Like, I personally don't feel any worth for these Steam games. Wow, I have Dead Island on Steam. Yeah, why do I have Dead Island on Steam? Don't ask me. And once again, I started like franchises of games who I, with 100% certainty, I know I'm gonna keep no matter what. Like, maybe I want to fucking make my game collection in a way where me as a gaming enthusiast, or however you say that, / collector, is only going for collection. I probably will not do that because that wouldn't make sense. But here, for example, let's actually start. All of this is just, once again, we're not done here. Zelda franchise. Most of that probably says backup. Yeah, most of that says backup. All of it actually says backup. I still have to fucking, how is it called? I still have to fucking edit stuff here because I practically own all of them here, do I? No, I don't own Majora's Mask 3D. That's still a game that I want to buy for 3DS. But it's still like $50 and I wait until it's in the Classics edition because I'm a cheap fuck. But yeah, let's actually sort by year. Like, I would say like, when I talk about I want to make my game collection smaller, and then I'm trying to talk, okay, I want to get rid of things because it's not worth having it sitting around here. And now comes the question, is it worth to keep certain games? So is it worth, like game collection wise? Here, the first Legend of Zelda, obviously it's for me a no-go. Of course I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as a backup, what is a ROM, and as the physical game that I have. You know what I mean? Same with Adventure of Link. Most people are saying like, Adventure of Link is a piece of shit game. That's not a piece of shit game. They tried something new. I really appreciate it, but it's one of the most hated Zeldas probably. I mean, I can understand it, why some people go crazy about it, that it's not good and stuff like that. But, I could probably say over the whole Legend of Zelda franchise, these are all released Zelda games that are out there. All released Zelda games. There is not a single one more. Then we obviously have A Link to the Past. Keep it, We have Link's Awakening. I keep. The thing is, when it comes to the collection that I want to build, and obviously with this program, I want to kick the games out again that I don't care for. Maybe at one point, if I listed all the Steam games that I have here, and I go with that thing, I only want to have the games in my collection that I care for. I will probably delist games at this point. From this thing to, I will still have these fucking 500 Steam games, but I only want to have these games in my collection thing and in my thing here that I care for. Here, Nation Red, for example, would be one of the first games that I would fucking kick out because I don't fucking care about Nation Red. It's a fucking shit game. I played it for like half a minute or something like that. But yeah, I would go so far and say with Zelda, almost every game is worth to keep. Okay, here. I said that I almost have every game physical. I don't have these games because I think these games are not worth anything. But I obviously have them as a backup, aka pirated. But yeah, Ocarina of Time, of course, keeping. And what I want to think, like, obviously there are certain games where I don't have the box anymore. So at that point, I will put in a new thing here, a new column where I set card only or whatever. I have the box for this game and everything. I have everything here. I think on Link's Awakening, I'm missing the manual. I was actually checking eBay to buy a manual at one point for this game, I think, and someone sold a manual for like 25 euro or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god. Like how people try to make money with retro games over eBay. I will probably make a separate video about this at one point. It's like so disgusting. And I don't know what's more disgusting, the people that actually put fucking old games for like €1,000 in eBay, or the people that actually pay that money for these games. Like the Mega Man X franchise, for example, or the Mega Man games. And as you can see in this collection thing, I have not added a Mega Man franchise so far because I'm at the beginning of sorting all this shit. But the Mega Man X games, they go for like €200 a piece. And I really have to ask or even more, I really have to ask myself, what the fuck is wrong with you? These games were never rare to begin with when they got sold back in the day. Why are you paying? Everyone should do with their money what they want. But it's crazy what's going on with retro games and their prices. But yeah, obviously here, these two games, I added them right now to the Zelda franchise. But if I go through with my thing, I will get rid of this shit. I don't care for these games. These games are terrible. Then we have Ocarina of Time here, obviously. We have fucking Link's Awakening. We have Majora's Mask. Oh, there are two games that I don't own physically. I don't own Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. I only have the ROMs here. Yeah. I actually never played them. Two. Then we have A Link to the Past remake with Four Swords Adventure. What was pretty okay for Game Boy Advance. We have Wind Waker, obviously, for GameCube. We have the Collector's Edition. That was a special thing. The Collector's Edition here was a special promotional disc. I think we even got the Collector's Edition, at least in Europe, with Mario Kart Double Dash. And then, obviously, Ocarina of Time Master Quest and thing. For Swords Adventures, then we have the two re-releases on Game Boy Advance, Zelda 1 and 2. We have the Minish Cap, but it's I really, really like Minish Cap. Then we have 2x Twilight Princess, obviously, here. We have the GameCube version and the Wii version. Here, for example, that's another thing. Do I put them all in one column? Or do I put them, I don't own the GameCube version. I only have a backup of the GameCube version, but I own the Wii version. I have to change that. Then Phantom Hourglass. Link's Crossbow Training, obviously, I count as Zelda 2 because it's Zelda franchise. But, Link's Crossbow Training, for example, is like a game. You got it with the Zapper, with the Wii Zapper. But is Link's Crossbow Training a game that's worth keeping? You know what I mean? Like, will I ever play Link's Crossbow Training again? But there I am now at the thing, if I keep games from a franchise, I shouldn't fucking get rid of Link's Crossbow Training. I mean, if I have one game in a franchise that I think is not that great, I can still keep it, But obviously, when it comes to Link's Crossbow Training, there's absolutely no attachment for me there. Then we have Spirit Tracks, what is an okay Legend of Zelda game. We have Ocarina of Time 3D, where I have the cheaper version. Like, not this one, the player select versions or whatever, Fun fact is, Wind Waker HD, I only have a backup. But that would be something if they would sell Wind Waker. I think they're selling Wind Waker HD for a little cheap money already that I will definitely get. Like, what I just want to say here with this is, here Triforce Heroes is only, I don't own Triforce Heroes. When Triforce Heroes is like $2 at one point, maybe I'm gonna get it retail. But Triforce Heroes is a game, I kind of don't care for it, only because it's Zelda. I'm not gonna fucking spend money on it. I mean, I have it listed in a backup right now. And I would go so far, I mean, I don't have these games physical, so it doesn't matter, I will probably keep every game that I have physical here. Like I said, I don't have these 3 games. I don't have here the GameCube version of Twilight Princess. I don't have Wind Waker HD. And I don't have Triforce Heroes and Majora's Mask 3D. And Hyrule Warrior Legends I don't have. Once again, here with format, I have to edit it to, where is it? Yeah, owned backup. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and as you can see, I have the same thing with other franchises. Here, look at the Metroid franchise. What is crazy? Like, and this is another great thing. These are all the Metroid games that came out since '87. These are all the Metroid games that came out in the last 30 years. We have obviously the first Metroid, Metroid 2 Return of Samus, Super Metroid. And this is fucking crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Until Metroid or Fusion came out, we have like a 15-year gap. In 15 years, only 4 Metroid games came out, or 5 Metroid games came out. In 15 years. What is crazy? Obviously, we have Prime, we have Zero Mission, what is a remake of Metroid 1. We have 2 Echoes, we have Metroid Prime Pinball, what is actually quite funny. We have Hunters that I only played once so far, and for some reason I didn't like Hunters that much. Hunters is definitely a game that I have to play again. And I think I own every game. No, I'm lying. I'm not owning every game. I don't own Metroid Prime Federation Force. I only downloaded it illegally. So, and I'm not really planning on getting Metroid Prime Federation Force. So this would be all owned backup, and once would stay at backup. Like, this is a nice little thing as a collective thing, because all these games are good. Okay, we can talk about Metroid, the first Metroid. Many people would probably say it's borderline unplayable these days. I don't want to fucking agree with that, but let's be honest, if you have not played the first Metroid back in the day. My coffee is all how you call it? Cold now. If you didn't play it back in the day, I can definitely understand that people say, you know, it's unplayable. But the cool thing for that we have Metroid Zero Mission, which is a really, really great remake of the first Metroid. Then we obviously have Metroid 2 Return of Samus, another Metroid game that didn't really age that well. But hey, just play that Metroid 2 fan remake that Nintendo pulled off. Like, people always are saying, oh no, when they pull off games where I can download them. Pro tip: once something was on a server on the internet, it will always stay on the internet somewhere. And I'm asking myself here right now, like fan games, for example, that Metroid 2 remake fan game thing that they did. Should I add it into this list here? I would say yes, I should. But obviously here we have Super Metroid. Great game. I think I'm missing something here. I'm not sure. I'm missing something in my Super Metroid box thing. But yeah, and this is like a nice little thing where I would say, with the exception of Metroid Prime Federation Force, but I'm not owning that piece of dirt, that every game that I have in this collection, and I own them all physical, this is like something that I want to keep until I fucking die, because my heart is pounding for Metroid. But you just really have to see like how fucking crazy this is. The craziness of, we have like how many games? 13 games. It's 2017 now. We have 13 games within 30 years. Like, once again, I think this is every single Metroid. I'm pretty sure I have every single Metroid. Like, as you can see, we even have here the Prime games. Yeah, Prime, Echoes, Corruption, and obviously all these games in the trilogy. So there's even re-releases already. Or like within these 13 games that Nintendo released in the last 30 years of Metroid, the re-releases are in there too. And now we just have to fucking put this into context with something. Let's just compare it with Assassin's Creed. Okay? The first Assassin's Creed came out in 2007. So that's 10 years ago. This year, the first Assassin's Creed gets 10. It's 9 years old now. It came out, I don't know, November, October 2007. And how many Assassin's Creeds did we have since first Assassin's Creed in 2007? We had Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Unity? I think Unity. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. These are 8 games now, within 10 years, and I didn't even talk about spin-offs or not official whatever. We had Assassin's Creed Liberation, what was, I think, a PS Vita game? I'm not sure. But we had there was an HD version coming of that too. We had an Assassin's Creed for PlayStation Vita. How was it called? I'm not sure right now. There was one for Vita. So that's 10 right now. We have like the Assassin's Creed Chronicles games. What is like Assassin's Creed Chronicles? Here. Why? This is not a website. Why is there something getting blocked? I'm not understanding this. I need to turn that shit off. Something is going on with my PC. What the fuck is going on? I'm not even connected to a server right now, am I? What the fuck is going on? I don't even know if you see it popping up. Maybe you don't even see it popping up. Like from my anti-malware software, like for some reason it says, oh, by the way, we blocked an exe. So I guess I need to check something later. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, we have like Assassin's Creed Chronicles India, Russia, and another one. What makes 13 Assassin's Creed with spin-offs and whatever. And I probably missed shit already. There's an Assassin's Creed on Nintendo DS. There's 2 Assassin's Creed actually on Nintendo DS. That's 15. And I probably missed stuff already. But even if it's 15, let's just go with the main Assassin's Creeds, okay? 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, 4, Black Flag, Unity, and Syndicate. Oh, there was Assassin's Creed Rogue. But yeah, let's just go with the main. That's 8 Assassin's Creed games within 10 years. And here we have 13 Metroid games within 30 years. What means if we just fucking whack the math, we will have 24 Assassin's Creed games in the time where we have 13 Metroid games. But once again, I didn't even count the spin-offs there right now when it comes to Assassin's Creed. Because if you go only with main games with Metroid, you would go with Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Metroid 3, aka Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Prime, that's 5, then Zero Mission 6, Prime 2, 7, Pinball I wouldn't call, you know what I mean, Federation Force I wouldn't call, and again, I'm pretty sure we are at round about 20 Assassin's Creeds right now, within 10 years, while we have 13 Metroids. And if you put this in comparison, like in 30 years, we had 13 Metroids, and if we put fucking Assassin's Creed to 30 years, we will have 60 Assassin's Creeds. And this is just crazy, and this just speaks once again for the gaming industry, that it's not about crafting a wonderful experience. The Assassin's Creed games are great experiences. I still think Assassin's Creed 2 is a fucking great game. Obviously, we're getting sick of these games because they always play the same and yada, yada, yada. But you know, like, when they know what to do, it is building the cities or the environments where you are. But everything else, unfortunately, Assassin's Creed got so stagnant when it comes to that shit. And I like Assassin's Creed. Like the first Assassin's Creed, not really. It was a tech demo, you know. First Assassin's Creed was a tech demo, nothing more. Will I ever care in a sense of I want to keep these games collection-wise, Assassin's Creed? Will there be ever an Assassin's Creed franchise list, you know, here? And I doubt it. First of all, I think I have Assassin's Creeds already on PC. I think at least 1, 2, Brotherhood and Revelations. There we go. I have Brotherhood and Revelations, apparently. I should have more. But who the fuck cares, you know? Here's 2. For some reason. Why is this one? As you can see, I still have a few problems when it comes with... It's not everything here is Assassin's Creed. It's not everything like in order or whatever. So, but I don't really, you know. I think I even have something on PlayStation 3. I probably have something on here. I have the Heritage Collection on PlayStation 3. owned, actually, what means I have it. Okay, that's the wrong picture, GG. But yeah, I have it as a disc. That's Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, and 3 on one disc on PlayStation 3. What is actually pretty good. So practically, like, half of the franchise main games you have, like, on one disc. Well, that's actually not too bad, but I doubt that I will ever have, a special franchise thing here. I started with Resident Evil. Oh, I actually did here a little bit owned backup, as you can see. I worked here a little bit already. Yeah, here's the list, but I'm here, PlayStation Network, okay. Like, as you can see, with my Resident Evil collection, I actually, worked a little bit there already. A ton of backups. I mean, I have Resident Evil 0. Which Resident Evil 0 is it for GameCube? I own that one. I mean, the thing is, here we have the problem now. I sorted now by year. We have obviously the first Resident Evil. Fun fact is, the first one. I actually don't own the retail version of Resident Evil, but I own the director's cut of Resident Evil, but I think we have the wrong picture here. Yeah, the pictures are not right and everything, but it does not really matter. I don't give a fuck about pictures, But here we obviously have the thing. Oh, here we have Resident Evil 2. Why the fuck does it only say backup? Yeah, I have the DualShock version, but I'm pretty sure. As you can see, even I, with trying to sorting all this shit, get kinda confused still, because this is all at the beginning. But here you see how many fucking versions of Resident Evil 2 I actually have listed here. We have Resident Evil 2 on, obviously, PlayStation. Then we have the wonderful DualShock version. Then we have, this should be Dreamcast? Yeah, this is Dreamcast. Then we have Resident Evil 2, only on, here, that's GameCube. And as you can see, if there are different versions out there, it's a mess. And that's the thing, when I own all these versions, let's say, like, I own Resident Evil 4, for example. From a game collecting standpoint, and I think this is the worst fucking video of all time, but who the fuck cares? From a game collecting standpoint, let's just go with Resident Evil 4. I have Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, on Wii, the Wii edition, on PlayStation 2, on Steam in the Ultimate HD edition, or however it's called. I have it on PlayStation 4, I think, what practically is the Ultimate HD edition. Exactly there. Yeah, it actually says owned. Do I have another version of Resident Evil 4? But even if I don't have another version of Resident Evil 4, I have 5 versions of Resident Evil 4. What is that shit worth? I mean, I'm not talking about worth money-wise. Do I need 4 versions of Resident Evil 4? If I have the Ultimate HD edition on PC and PlayStation 4, do I still need to have the Wii edition? Yeah, because the Wii edition is special in its form. You can play it with the Wii mode, what is actually pretty cool. Like, Resident Evil 4 with the Wii mode works extremely well and is extremely fun. And there we come from a gaming enthusiast and collecting standpoint to the other thing. Do you want to have 7 different versions of the same game because you bought the game the first time it arrived and then always rebought it when it came out for a different console when it was cheap? Or do you want to only keep one edition? If you go with that, that would mean, okay, I have 5 Resident Evils, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Wii, PC, and PS4. I should keep the PS4 version and obviously the PC version because I can't sell it because it's tied on my Steam account, and get rid of all the other versions, because why should I play the GameCube version if I have it on PS4/PC? But with the Wii version is special because that's the only version that you can play with a Wii mode. And there it comes obviously to the point, should I keep the Wii version too? But then from a collecting standpoint, you could ask yourself, yeah, but if I keep the Wii version too, then I can keep the PlayStation 2 and the fucking GameCube version too. Like, it's a fucking terrible mess, you know? I think if you want to try to get some system in, and if you want to smaller your collection and really the games that you care for, you need to make some sacrifices sometimes. You know what I mean? Is the Wii edition worth keeping just because I can play it with Wii mode? Don't I really have to ask myself the question, is the Wii version actually still worth keeping? If I have the PS4/PC version. Do I have the PC version? I'm actually not sure. I think I have it. Here, Ultimate Steam Edition, Steam download. Ultimate HD Edition, Steam download. But once again, I'm not done with all these lists. I'm not done with all these lists. There's still stuff missing here. I own fucking Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, you know? On GameCube. Here, should be owned/backup. For some stupid reason, I own Resident Evil Gaiden. Don't ask me, I bought the game back in the day. It's a fucking terrible game. And there we come now to the other thing. That I talked a little bit about Zelda already. When I go, okay, I want to keep certain franchises because I love certain franchises, and obviously Resident Evil is a franchise that I extremely love. Do I want to keep Resident Evil Gaiden? Do I want to keep this fucking piece of shit? Why am I not just selling it on eBay, probably get like €20, and keep a ROM of the game? You know what I mean? I mean, Resident Evil Gaiden, you know, and this is now the thing of, okay, I keep a game in my collection just for the collection's sake, you know? Like, is it important for me to have Resident Evil Gaiden in my shelf? But I know I will never play this piece of turd. Maybe I play it, you know, for a stream or whatever. But alone, I would probably never ever play this game anymore because it's a fucking terrible game. It is a really, really bad game. And apparently with that integrated price thing here, as you can see right now, I don't know how these price things are getting determined. Apparently you get $31 at least somewhere. So this game is worth a lot. I mean, it's a terrible game, but it's worth a lot. Like, the best thing that I can do is, when I have internet, I'm gonna make another video like this, and we're gonna go on eBay and check certain prices for certain games out. And you will see that a lot of really bad games have ridiculous prices just because they are, in quote, rare, you know. But yeah, like, again, this is like here, Resident Evil 5 Steam downloads. I didn't know that I own Resident Evil 5 on Steam. I know that I own it for Xbox 360. But as you can see, I have not listed Resident Evil 5 for Xbox 360 here. And there is the other point, you know. Is it worth having many versions for a single game? Like, once again, let's go back to the Resident Evil 4 thing. I have Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, PlayStation 2, Wii, Steam, PC, PlayStation 4. Isn't one version enough? Normally every fucking PC Master Race dude would say right now, of course one version is enough. Take the Steam version. In 10 years you can play it in fucking 200k. And that's true. But there we come to the point again. I'm sorry, the Steam version, I don't have any attachment to it because it's not my game. It's a fucking rented game that when the fucking developer or when the fucking publisher decides to take the license away from me, it's gone. So I would definitely have to do something here because you see that here, that's just a mess. It's just a fucking goddamn mess. Here we have Code Veronica on Dreamcast and Code Veronica X on PlayStation 2, but then Code Veronica X again on Nintendo GameCube, and then Code Veronica X on PlayStation Network. Like, it is a mess. Like, you know, it is a goddamn mess. It is a really big, big mess. But here is the question again, you know, there are 4 different versions, or like, let's just say there are 3 different versions, because Code Veronica was Dreamcast and the X version added additional stuff. So if you ever play Resident Evil Code Veronica, you should play the X version. So I have Yes, I have that too. So I have 3 versions of Code Veronica X. Once again, I have to change that from backup to owned/backup. The PlayStation 2? No, that's, oh god, that's Survivor 2 Code Veronica. That is a fucking terrible game, by the way. But yeah, PlayStation 2 of Code Veronica X, GameCube of Code Veronica X, and a PlayStation Network download of Code Veronica X. Normally, everyone would say the only version that you need is the PlayStation Network one. It's HD, you know, and everything. But once again, it's PlayStation Network. It's not physical. What means, you know, I at least want to keep one version of Code Veronica X. But now comes the question, which version? The GameCube version or the PlayStation 2 version? Let's be honest, when it comes bad at bad, it's easier to play a PlayStation 2 game than a GameCube game on an original console. Because, let's say your original GameCube dies, getting a... Well, you can play it on Wii, obviously. But you know, replacing a GameCube is way more expensive than replacing a goddamn PlayStation 2. So this is like absolute first world problems here, and I think I'm gonna stop the video. These are like the things that I waste my time with. You know, other people would go outside, you know, would try to get friends, would try to get laid, would try, I don't know, to look chicks under the skirt in January, because we all know the weather is so warm that every chick is walking around with a mini skirt. I started the Silent Hill franchise here. But yeah, once again, like I said, I'm gonna work on this. And probably in a year, I'm gonna make another video like this, and you see how my game collection went here. Here, backup. That's kind of stupid. I have Silent Hill 1. That's like, yeah, I have it. I have Silent Hill 2, but Silent Hill 2 I only have for PlayStation 2. What means the Xbox version that I listed here. No, yeah, the Xbox version and the PC version is backup. You know what I mean? But here, once again, I have now 3 versions of Silent Hill 2 listed here. I would say from Silent Hill 2, the PC version is probably the best. If you can make it run on a current PC. Then we have 3. And as you can see here, yeah, I have the PlayStation 2 version, and the PC version is, you know, backup. I would have it legit on PC if it would be on Steam, but it isn't. Fun fact is, Silent Hill 3 didn't get an Xbox version, but Silent Hill 4 The Room actually got an Xbox version. Here's the Xbox version of The Room. So, you know, like Silent Hill is another franchise that I really care about. I don't own the Silent Hill HD collection, but I own it as a backup. And this is like a thing, do I ever want to get a Silent Hill HD collection? And this is once again, you know, the first world problems of a gaming enthusiast and collector. I want to make one thing clear, I'm not a gaming collector. Because I actually like to play games that I own. And that's the reason why I'm actually thinking so much about this. Like, I just don't want to fucking own games for the owning reason. I don't fucking care, you know? I don't fucking care if... I don't want to have games just for the reason, oh, in 5 years I can cash in on them. But do I really want to have the Silent Hill HD collection that got botched until no avail or something like that? You know what I mean? Do I really want to do that? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I mean, if the Silent Hill HD collection is like $2 at one point, used or even new and sealed, then maybe I'm gonna like, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna fucking drink a coffee at work now. I'm gonna keep the $2 and then buy it for the game, you know? But like the Silent Hill HD collection, for me as a Silent Hill enthusiast, or however you say that, is practically worthless because they completely destroyed these games on the collection. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it now, because that was, number 1, probably the most boring shit that you have seen in ages. And number 2, who the fuck cares about the first world problems of someone that tries to sort his games? As you can see, there's a ton of things missing. Not only did I have to, you know, adjust the thing here, the format here. As you can see, on some things I adjusted it already. Where did we see it really good? On PlayStation 4, for example, I adjusted it here already. Here, PlayStation Network, owned. Obviously, in the PlayStation 4 section, there are no backups, because there is no way so far to actually illegally play and download PlayStation 4 games. But psst, don't talk about that. And I think the PlayStation 3 section is not finished, I'm pretty sure about that, but as you can see, there is still a loan for the section. I mean, it's pretty fast, you know. I just have to go through my collection. Metroid. Yes, I own the first Metroid physical too, so I just fucking go down here and put it in owned backup. Okay. And you know, it's not a lot of work. It's really not a lot of work. So that's clearly not a problem here. But yeah, as you can see, the game collection, or my sorting of the game collection, has to continue. You see how much stuff is missing. Like PlayStation 2 is missing, PlayStation 1 is missing, Xbox is missing, Nintendo GameCube is missing. Alone from the actual categories, and then I want to continue doing these wonderful franchise categories. And hell, if I edit everything that I have, maybe I'm gonna do it completely different. Maybe I'm sorting per genre, you know? Like, okay, the horror genre. Which games that I have in my collection are so important to me that I want to keep them until I die? Do I want to keep a Silent Hill 2 until I die? Yes, I want. Do I want to keep a Resident Evil Umbrella Core until I die? No, I don't, but I only have the shit game on Steam anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you know what I mean? What is actually a horror game that I own that's not that great? Yeah, I don't know any horror games anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Here, Overblood. I don't know if you can call Overblood a horror game, but do I want to keep Overblood, you know? But yeah, Overblood is such a bad game. It's so bad it's good again. Ach yeah, I have to think about it. I will probably make a wonderful update at one point with I try to sort my games, and we have a lot of, I don't know how you call it, and we have a lot of first world problems at the same time with it video too. But yeah, that was, I don't know how long this shit went. Now I don't even know how, God, my microphone was completely fucked up. Hopefully you heard something, if not, who the fuck cares? These are the, how is it called? The problems of someone that wants to get his game collection fixed and whatever. Another thing, for example, if I go with franchises like Yakuza, I know now already, even if there is maybe at one point a Yakuza game that is not that good. I'm not sure about that. I only played Yakuza 3 so far. I know that, you know, I want to keep Yakuza games. The problem is Yakuza 5, unfortunately, digital only. What means, and now we come from a collector standpoint again. So Yakuza 5 is digital only on PlayStation 3. There is no retail release in the West. There is a retail release in Japan. So now, as a collector and as a gaming enthusiast, you know, as a collector that actually plays the games, do I want to buy the Japanese version of Yakuza 5 just to have it in my collection? If I go with the thing right now, I only want to collect and keep the things that I can play, I should say no, because Yakuza 5 in its Japanese version is completely useless to me. I can't play it. I have it lying around in the shelf, but I can't do anything with it. You know, these are like the the first world problems of a gaming fan. Another thing, do I put Shenmue and Yakuza into the same category? Let's be honest here, Yakuza is pretty much Shenmue and stuff like that. But yeah, there is still a lot of work that has to be put in this wonderful list. And once again, the whole PC section, in my opinion, can die. Oh, by the way, here I have GOG downloads. I separated them from... Here, with PC, you instantly see there is so much because it was just too easy to implement this shit. You know what I mean? Here, GOG downloads. What do I have as GOG download? Wait, I have Dreamfall chapters. By the way, Dreamfall, The Longest Journey, and The Longest Journey are two fucking awesome games. Apparently, Dreamfall Chapters, what is pretty much part 3 of the trilogy, is pretty bad. I have not played it, but for some reason I have it as a GOG download. Was it on a Humble Bundle? Probably was on a Humble Bundle at one point. Yeah, Gun Home I have on GOG. Gun Home, great game. But yeah. I have Outlast on GOG. Interesting. Do I have Outlast on Steam? I probably don't have it on Steam. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the sins of our fathers or whatever, no, the sins of a gaming collection. But yeah, so far the gaming collection is 1001 games big. Once again, like, that's probably a third. If I'm lucky, this is a third of everything that I have. Once again, there's like a ton of PC games missing. I'm not even done with PC. I'm not even done with fucking PC. Like, overall, I would probably say that PC games I have the most. That's definitely true. And once again, I didn't buy, like, most of these games. Like, I'm crying right now. Oh, too many games on Steam, yada, yada, yada. Most of these games I actually got on Steam, you know, when I had, like, 1,000 people watching me. And every day, like, someone gifted me a game or something like that. I mean, that's just what happened, you know. You put your Steam information down in the fucking box. Like, if I would have not gotten gifted so many games on Steam, like, the list right now that I added would probably only not even half or something like that. But yeah, once again, I don't really count Steam downloads as something that I can have a personal attachment to. I can't. I don't. I will be still the person buying physical games. I will probably be the last person on earth that wants to buy physical games. Pretty sure about that. I don't like digital only and shit like that. I just don't like it. I'm too old for that shit. I like to have things. I mean, let's be honest. If you have a digital library or something like that, I mean, that's all, I'm not that, you know, that fucking ignorant asshole that says digital is fucking terrible. I mean, if your house burns down, you keep all your games. I mean, I guess you have bigger fish to fry, or, you know, bigger problems to deal with if your house burns down than to think about your video games. But, you know, let's say you have like 1,000 games. Let's just go like that. You have a dude with 1,000 physical games. He has 1,000 physical games. Yeah? And you have a dude with 1,000 Steam games. Both of their houses burn down. Nothing is left besides their lives. The dude with the physical games has the dude of the physical games has a big problem now. The dude of the Steam games just needs to fucking get a new house and then he can play again. There's obviously some good things in that shit. Well, I don't know, another thing. I don't know, let's say you have a debt or something like that and the debt collector comes, you know? And geez, the debt collector comes and he sees and you say, hey, I don't have any money to pay you back. And then obviously at one point, you know, they're gonna come and take stuff away from you that you are able to pay the money back. Like, let's say you have 1,000 physical games, they're gonna fucking take these 1,000 physical games if they're worth something. But hey, if you have that shit only digital, no one can fucking take away the password that you have in your head. What the fuck am I actually talking about? I don't know. I'm gonna continue working on this wonderful list here. The list of Michael 1985. It's not the list of Jericho, but it is the list of Michael 1985. And I'll probably make an update at one point. And yeah, I want to get some system into it. First thing I have to do is to adjust the platforms here. And then, God, I have so many franchises that I want to add. Wait, do I actually have? I don't think so. Like, I obviously want to add a Mario franchise. A Mario franchise will be a pain. There it comes again, you know. Is it worth? Is it worth? Like, if I have Super Mario All-Stars on Super Nintendo, okay? If I have Super Mario All-Stars on Super Nintendo, do I need the shitty version on Wii? Where they practically just took the Super Nintendo ROM and pressed it on a disc? You know what I mean? Which version is more superior, the Super Nintendo version or the Wii version? That's all questions. That's all questions that are fucking time wasting, and I should do something proper with my life. Mario will be hard, and again, I don't even know if I continue it with these franchises. I mean, what franchises do I really like? Would I make an Ace Combat franchise section thing? You know, I mean, I love Ace Combat. I love Ace Combat 6. Ace Combat 4 is pretty neat too. I mean, the Ace Combat games, or Air Combat, how they were called at the beginning, I really started liking them with 4. Was it 4? I mean, 3 and stuff was a little bit less arcadey too, but 4 I think was like the first one where I was like, damn. So I don't know. Maybe I need to make a section in this thing where I type games that I want to keep no matter what. As you can see, I'm making this way too complicated. I'm making this shit way too complicated. I want to make this perfectly clear. So, I think that's it. I hope that the microphone quality was good. I could talk a little bit more about my game collection, or trying to sort my game collection, or I'm just gonna end it. I don't know if there was any new Switch news. Any new Switch news. Speaking about any new Switch news, if you saw the wonderful cast where I made commentary over the Switch conference and shit like that, they announced it, I think, the day after or right after that. I didn't check it out. So the Nintendo Switch is €329 in Germany or in Europe. What is crazy? Like, it's $299 in America, and it's €329 in Europe. And €329 is around $350, I would say. It's probably $350. Once again, we get fucked, you know. Once again, we get fucked by higher prices. And I was thinking a little bit about the whole switching. Again, I'm not hating on the Switch or whatever, but the whole concept, I think the whole concept is flawed, like with the Wii U. If I think about it. Let's just go, like, you know, what was the selling point on that Switch conference thing? Obviously, that Zelda trailer, that probably is fake, but it has the feels, and it's great. But one of the fucking selling points was like, you know, once again, multiplayer gaming, 1-2 Switch, ARMS, and whatever. And I was thinking right now, if you want to have the full package, granted, you don't need all of this, but if you want to have the full package, let's just make the pricing. You buy the Nintendo Switch for $329, let's say $330. For some reason, I have the feeling Nintendo games are more expensive now too. Weren't Nintendo games mostly €50? I barely remember any Nintendo game for €60. But apparently the new Zelda is €69. What is going on? But yeah, you want to have the Nintendo Switch for $330. You want to have the new Zelda, that's $70. We're at $400. With $400 alone for that. Now comes the question, do you want to play with the docking station and the 2 Joy-Cons, or do you want to get a classic controller? Let's say that you want to get a classic controller. That's $70 on top of that, so we're at $470. And if you remember, like, playing together with people locally or over the internet is a thing. So one set of Joy-Cons is not enough. What means I want to get another set of Joy-Cons. What means I'm gonna get a set of Joy-Cons for 70. Was it 70 or 80? No, for 80. And I need to get a separate docking thing for them. What is additional 30? So we have the Nintendo Switch for $329, $330. We have Zelda for 70, what is 400. We have the Pro Controller for 70, what is 470. And we have the additional Joy-Cons with the docking station for 110, what is 580 euro. Let's say you want to get one to Switch 2 or ARMS, one of them. That means it's additional 650. If you want to have a good starting point for the Nintendo Switch, you have to pay 650 euro. And that is crazy. Like, that is crazy. If you think what you get. I mean, I like the idea of the Switch. Like, I will probably play it more in handheld mode than anything. You know what I mean? I just love lying in bed and just playing a game on a device like that. Hell, I'm actually trying... I actually tried to get my old tablet running with emulators. The problem is with a tablet is you don't have a fucking controller on them, you know? There's nothing more comfortable. Oh, I have to go to work tomorrow, but I want to play something. Let's fucking lie down in bed for an hour and play something. You know what I mean? It's a fucking cool thing. But Jesus fucking Christ. If I want to have the full set, or let's just say I go with Zelda and I want to have a proper controller. That's the Switch for 330, the controller for 70, what's 400, Zelda for 70, what's 470. It's 470 euro. For that money, you can get a PlayStation 4, not Pro, obviously, and the Xbox One. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. I wish Nintendo the best. I want to play Zelda. I don't think I will play Zelda day one. But yeah, Zelda and Super Mario Odyssey are definitely two games that I'm waiting for. The Bomberman game apparently is full price for 60 euro. That Street Fighter game apparently is 40 euro. That Ultimate Street Fighter 2 is 40 euro. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what is going on with the pricing on Nintendo Switch? Like, what is going on with the pricing? Apparently, and this is only rumors so far, apparently the monthly costs for their online is the most expensive one. This is only a rumor, but apparently it's the most expensive one. So they have the least service and they charge the most. It's like, you know, it's like Nintendo is going all out now. Like, and you know what? If I would be Nintendo, I would do it too. Like, all these fucking whiners that say that Super Mario Run is too expensive. Like, $9.99, even if it's a fucking auto runner. And granted, I have not played the game, okay? But Jesus Christ, it has like, I think Trigger told me it has like 32 levels or something like that. Yes, they're auto run levels, but are we in a world right now where a game that keeps you on your toes if you want to 100% it for let's say 10 hours or something like that, or even if it's only 5 hours, you know? Are we at a point where $9.99 for a 5-hour game is too much? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, seriously. Like, once again, games are not too expensive these days. Well, apparently, games are getting upped a little bit from the price when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, but we will see where this is going. Yeah, it will be interesting to see. At one point, I definitely gonna put a Nintendo Switch section in this wonderful tab thing that I have here open. But yeah, I don't know. That was it. I should just fucking cancel everything now. So, this was a video that I did now because I was bored. Yeah. To be honest, I only did this video right now because I was in front of fucking playing Yakuza 4. And I'm not playing Yakuza 4 before I can stream, so this was pretty much not only me doing a therapy session myself, this was me avoiding that I'm not gonna wait until I have my internet for Yakuza 4 or something like that. But yeah, how does it work on YouTube? No. Hey, I'm Michael1985, and if you liked that video, give me a thumbs up. Wait, is there a thumb system on YouTube? I don't even know if there's a thumb system. I think there's a thumb system. There's thumbs up and thumbs down, is there? They had a 5-star rating system, I think, like early 2000s or like 2008, 2009. But yeah, my name is Michael, and if you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, I hate these people, I'm sorry. I know this is how it goes on YouTube and shit like that, but seriously, you don't have to fucking tell me to subscribe to your channel. Like, if I like your channel, I will probably subscribe to it. You don't have to fucking tell me in every video that I should do it. Okay. But yeah, let's actually be like that. Yay! My name is Michael. My name is Michael. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel so far, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to link this video to all your friends on social media. On Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on MySpace, if anyone is still using MySpace. Don't forget it. Like seriously, I'm gonna make a 200 subscriber special, and then I'm gonna get naked and show my wiener, and I'm gonna show you my game collection, and Jesus fucking Christ. I apologize. I just wanted to be like other people. And once again, I noticed I don't want to be like other people. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Thank you very much for your time. If you are still here for some reason, I extremely thank you. I just looked at the time. 1 hour and 35 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, no. Jesus fucking Christ. I could have watched SmackDown during that time, but hey. That was Michael 1985! And yeah, I will see you when I see you or something like that. Once again, on the 26th, 25th. On the 26th or the 25th, I don't know. One of these 2 days, I will have my internet. And yeah, I will probably stream the day I have my internet, because I want to play Yakuza 4. But yeah, have a nice day, and I'm fucking out. I hope the microphone quality was good. Like, I'm gonna sell this whole video as a microphone quality test. So yeah, we don't want to have that bad of a microphone quality again, like on the Nintendo Switch cast. But yeah, I'm out. Have a nice day.